establish the routine of showing up first. Perfectionism and consistency, I feel like these are two opposing forces and they're always battling each other. And when you're trying to be perfect, you inevitably end up being inconsistent, and when you try to be consistent, then some of the quality ends up falling by the wayside. It's very difficult to be perfectly consistent and consistently perfect at the same time. And I wanted to talk about this today. It's going to be a little bit of a squinty video because I forgot my glasses, my sunglasses. It's quite bright here and quite windy, but as you can see, or hopefully you can see, I had a bit of a haircut. So if you've seen some of my previous videos where my hair was all over the place, well, hopefully it's not going to be quite so bad this time. Yeah, and anyway, so back to consistency versus perfectionism. I think as creators and as entrepreneurs and people who are trying to produce something on a regular basis at a high quality, this is something that we're always struggling to find the right balance with. It's like, well, I don't want to produce rubbish, but at the same time, you know, especially when you're getting started and you're trying to establish some sort of routine, some sort of habit, you're also trying to build up that consistency. And it's very challenging when you're trying to find that balance to know what is the right way to do things and do things in a way that actually end up leading to that habit being established. And so what I've been trialing out with these videos is because in the past I've been too focused on perfectionism, right? Too concerned about trying to make something absolutely amazing without ever really having practiced it in the first place, you know, without getting the reps in. And that's always led to me being either inconsistent or giving up entirely, right? Not even producing anything because I'm too focused and too concerned about, is this going to be good enough? Are people going to like what I'm producing? Are people going to like what I'm saying? All of these things, and it ends up being just a complete mental block, and I stop producing anything. So I've tried the complete opposite, and right now my goal is to be consistently rubbish, consistently average, right? Really focusing on what is the bare minimum quality, bare minimum amount of editing, all these sorts of things that I have to complete, while on the same side or at the same time being increasingly and incredibly consistent. So my goal is no longer to do good work, because I'm trying to establish the routine. And this is something that I think is so useful if you're out there and you're trying to actually get good at something, is to try and be bad first, right? Actually aim to be really poor quality. So if you're creating content for your business, really aim to just put out it sounds so counterintuitive, but when the goal is to produce something that is of poor quality but to be consistent, inevitably the quality increases, the quality improves, because you're putting those reps in. And so over time you're going to iterate and you're going to improve just naturally, while at the same time still maintaining the consistency. Whereas on the flip side, if you're trying to be perfect all the time, you're just not going to get, oh, look at this. You're just not going to be consistent. There's a moo cow. Right? So it doesn't work the other way around. You can be, if you're aiming for consistency and, you know, average work, inevitably you'll produce consistently good work. But if you're aiming to be great and perfect at the same time, and consistent at the same time, you won't manage either, because you'll just give up. You won't produce enough content to get good. And so even if you spend lots and lots of time on one piece of content, for example, it's still not going to be that good, because you haven't learned what is and isn't good. You haven't learned what works and what doesn't work. And so you can't do it that way. And when you try to do both, you inevitably fail at both. So try it this way. if you're trying to establish a routine, and this goes for content creation, but this goes also for, you know, going to the gym. Instead of trying to do it all at once and trying to go, okay, I'm going to go to the gym 5 or 6 days a week and I'm going to train for an hour and a half, when you've never been to the gym or if you've never trained, you're going to give up. You're going to feel overwhelmed and you're going to give up. Instead, with that example of the gym, think, okay, I'm going to show up consistently. I'm going to show up 5 days a week, but don't worry about the quality of the training at all. Don't worry about the time that you spend there at all. Establish the routine of showing up first. Go to the gym. Jesus, when you're first starting out, go to the gym and then go straight home. It doesn't matter. But do that every day of the week. Because once that's the goal, and once you're doing that consistently, you'll inevitably start training. And that training will improve, and the duration will improve, and all of a sudden you'll have a quality routine where you're producing quality results and you're being consistent. Try it out and let me know how it goes. It's working for me so far. I've been producing content every day, like this, of course, and some short content and some written content. Is it the most amazing production quality? Absolutely not. But that's the point. So try it out and let me know what you think. All right, peace.